I actually feel proud of myself, it'll go against some script that I've always had written or some thing that was always written inside of me.
Are you struggling with self-doubt? Want to learn how to overcome it? In this video, we'll explore how Tony Robbins empowers Theo to overcome self-doubt. Watch till the end to pick up valuable insights. So, sit back, relax, give Luxo-Life some love, and let's begin. Understanding the concept of emotional home is important. Emotional home is a term Tony Robbins uses to describe the familiar set of emotions that people tend to return to, even if those emotions are negative. For many, this emotional home is built from past experiences and patterns of thought, often from childhood. If someone has grown up feeling criticized or unworthy, they may find themselves comfortable with these feelings even when they cause pain. It's like a default setting that shapes how they respond to new situations, often without them even realizing it. Tony Robbins explains that this emotional home can act as a comfort zone, where people unconsciously return to familiar feelings like anxiety, sadness, or self-doubt. Even though these emotions may be harmful, they are known and predictable, making them feel safe in an odd way. For instance, if someone is used to feeling inadequate, they might shy away from success because it feels unfamiliar and unsettling. This cycle keeps them locked in their old patterns, reinforcing self-doubt and negative self-talk. The first step to overcoming self-doubt is to recognize this emotional home and understand how it's holding you back. Awareness helps to break the cycle, showing that these negative emotions are not part of your true identity, but rather habits formed over time. By consciously choosing to step out of that comfort zone, you can begin to create a new emotional home filled with positive, empowering emotions. It's about replacing old, limiting patterns with new ones that uplift and motivate you. Breaking free from negative self-talk. Next is the negative self-talk. It is the biggest challenge Theo faces as he struggles with the constant inner voice that tells him he isn't good enough. This self-criticism has become deeply embedded in his mindset over the years, making it hard for him to feel proud of his achievements. No matter how much he accomplishes, the negative voice always finds a way to undermine his confidence. For Theo, this has led to feelings of self-doubt and unworthiness even when he succeeds. Negative self-talk can be incredibly powerful because it tends to repeat itself over and over, becoming a habit. When you constantly hear phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," they start to feel true even if they aren't. Tony Robbins points out that these patterns can be difficult to break because they're often linked to past experiences or beliefs that have been reinforced over time. To change this, it's crucial to identify these negative thoughts and actively work on replacing them with more positive ones. One way to combat negative self-talk is through positive affirmations. By consciously telling yourself encouraging things like "I am capable" or "I deserve success," you begin to build new patterns in your mind. It might feel strange at first, but with time, these positive messages can start to replace the old, damaging ones. Tony Robbins emphasizes the importance of self-love in this process, encouraging people to treat themselves with the same kindness and support they would offer a friend. The role of positive emotions in overcoming self-doubt. Positive emotions also play a crucial role in overcoming self-doubt. Feelings like hope, joy, and gratitude can act as powerful antidotes to negativity, helping to shift your mindset from one of doubt and fear to one of possibility and confidence. When you focus on these uplifting emotions, you create a mental environment that supports growth and self-belief. Instead of getting stuck in a loop of worry or self-criticism, you begin to see new opportunities and strengths within yourself. Tony Robbins explains that building positive emotional experiences is like training a muscle. The more you practice being hopeful, joyful, or grateful, the stronger those emotions become, and the easier it is to rely on them during challenging times. For instance, practicing gratitude every day can help you appreciate even the small things, which can shift your focus from what's lacking to what's already good in your life. This shift can slowly change how you see yourself, making it easier to feel worthy and confident. The beauty of focusing on positive emotions is that it creates a cycle that reinforces itself. When you feel hopeful, you're more likely to take action. When you take action, you're more likely to see positive results, which boosts your confidence and leads to more hope. Similarly, experiencing joy and gratitude can help you build stronger relationships, which adds to a sense of belonging and self-worth. According to Robbins, these positive emotions aren't just temporary fixes. They can become a new lasting foundation for how you view yourself. Dealing with imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a feeling you don't truly deserve your success, even when you have clear achievements to prove otherwise. For Theo, this has been a constant struggle. Despite his accomplishments, he still feels like he's not good enough, as if he's somehow tricked people into thinking he's capable. This feeling of being a fraud or an imposter keeps him from fully embracing his success and makes it difficult for him to build genuine self-worth. Tony Robbins explains that imposter syndrome often stems from a deep-rooted belief that you are not enough. It can be caused by past experiences, harsh self-judgment, or comparing yourself to others. This internal narrative convinces you that any success is a fluke, and it's only a matter of time before others find out you're not as competent as you seem. For Theo, this has meant constantly questioning his worth, even when he has evidence of his abilities and strengths. To overcome these feelings, Robbins suggests changing the internal narrative. This means recognizing the harmful stories you tell yourself and replacing them with more empowering ones. Instead of saying, "I don't deserve this," try shifting to "I worked hard for this" and "I'm proud of my effort." It's not about pretending to be perfect, but rather about acknowledging your value and the work you've put in to get to where you are. By consistently reinforcing a more positive narrative, it becomes easier to see your successes as well-deserved. Addressing imposter syndrome is not about ignoring flaws, but about giving yourself credit where it's due. When you change the way you talk to yourself, you start to build a healthier, more balanced self-image. Over time, this shift can help dissolve feelings of inadequacy and replace them with a sense of confidence and pride. Tony Robbins believes that by rewriting your inner story, you can break free from the limitations of imposter syndrome and fully embrace your accomplishments. Overcoming shame and embarrassment. Shame and embarrassment are like heavy weights that can make you feel small and unworthy. These emotions are deeply personal, and when they hit, they often feel like they're defining who you are. For many people, moments of shame can lead to a belief that they're flawed or not good enough. But as Tony Robbins points out, these feelings, no matter how strong, don't actually reflect your true identity. They are temporary emotions that come and go, not a label you need to carry forever. Robbins explains that shame and embarrassment are often tied to patterns of thinking that have been learned over time. For example, if someone has been criticized repeatedly, they may come to expect shame whenever they make a mistake or face judgment. This becomes a habit, like a mental script that plays whenever things don't go as planned. The good news is that just like any other pattern, this one can be changed. Recognizing that these emotions are not who you are, but rather a reaction you've learned, is the first step toward breaking free from them. One practical way to address feelings of shame and embarrassment is to practice self-compassion. When these emotions arise, it helps to remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and faces moments they wish they could change. Instead of being harsh on yourself, try to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would treat a friend who's feeling down. Robbins also encourages focusing on positive affirmations and gratitude, which can help shift your mindset from one of self-criticism to one of self-acceptance and growth. Self-love through gratitude. Being grateful is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate self-love and reduce self-doubt. Tony Robbins often emphasizes the importance of gratitude as a daily practice because it helps shift your focus away from what's missing or wrong in your life to what's already good. When you regularly take time to appreciate the positive things around you, it's easier to build a sense of contentment and self-worth. Gratitude can be a simple yet effective way to remind yourself of your strengths and the support you have, rather than dwelling on feelings of inadequacy. Practicing gratitude works by changing your mindset. When you're caught up in self-doubt, it's easy to focus on your flaws, past mistakes, or what you think you're lacking. But when you actively practice gratitude, you start to see the good things, no matter how small they may be. For example, instead of fixating on a missed opportunity, you might focus on the fact that you have the courage to keep trying, or you might appreciate the support of friends and family. This shift helps to break the cycle of negative self-talk and replaces it with a more positive outlook. Tony Robbins encourages people to practice gratitude daily, even if it's just for a few minutes. A common method is to write down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. These can be simple things like enjoying a warm cup of coffee, getting through a tough task, or even just feeling the sun on your face. By making this a habit, you can train your brain to look for the positives, which gradually builds a more optimistic and loving perspective towards yourself. Over time, this can help to weaken the grip of self-doubt and encourage a sense of self-acceptance. The power of connection and love. Lastly, let's talk about the power of connection and love. For Theo, the desire for love and connection is at the heart of his journey to overcome self-doubt. He recognizes that feeling connected to others can significantly boost his self-worth as it provides a sense of belonging and acceptance. When we feel truly seen and appreciated by those around us, it becomes easier to see ourselves in a more positive light. Love and connection act as a reminder that we are not alone and that our struggles do not define us. Tony Robbins emphasizes that genuine connections are built when we step out of the cycle of self-doubt and open ourselves up to others. Often, when people feel insecure or unsure of themselves, they withdraw, fearing that others might judge them or see their flaws. However, this only deepens the sense of isolation. By embracing positivity and letting go of self-critical thoughts, it becomes possible to reach out and connect more authentically. When we show up as our true selves without hiding behind fear or doubt, we allow others to do the same, which fosters deeper, more meaningful relationships. In the end, embracing love and connection is a key step in overcoming self-doubt because it shifts the focus from fear to acceptance. When you feel connected to others, it's easier to find the strength to believe in yourself and see your own worth. Tony Robbins believes that by breaking the cycle of negative self-talk and opening up to others, you can create a network of support and love that will empower you to face challenges with confidence. Connection is not just about feeling supported, it's about seeing yourself through the eyes of those who care about you and finding the courage to love yourself as well. And that's how Tony Robbins empowers Theo to overcome self-doubt. We hope this video has helped you learn something that you can apply in your own journey to overcome self-doubt. If you found it useful, please give this video a like, share your experiences or tips in the comments, and share it with anyone who might benefit from it. If you're new to Luxo-Life, subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Thanks for watching and see you next time, Luxo lovers.